Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com and I'm back with another video. Now today, I'm bringing you guys a comparison of two different sneakers here, but not in the way you think. If you guys have followed my Instagram lately, you see that during this quarantine or stay-at-home time, I've actually picked up an old hobby, but I don't know, I never was really good at it before, so I decided to try again, put some actual effort into it, and that's skateboarding. So I've been skateboarding-ish again. I've been really trying to teach my son. He really got into it, so I said, well, you know what, since he's into it, let me go ahead and see if I can learn something so I can eventually teach him, some things I know, which is not much right now. It's a struggle. You guys will see a couple clips I put in, and yeah, it's a work in progress. But the reason I'm bringing this video today is that I actually had a couple different skate shoes, and I thought, well, this is a perfect time to actually skate in them to see how they hold up, which one's better than the other, and to give you guys my thoughts about them. Now, the two shoes we're going to be looking at today is going to be traditional Nike SB Dunk. This one's in a mid-cut, and then of course the Nike SB and Jordan 1 collaboration, the NYC, the Paris pair that came out in I want to say early 2019, mid 2019. Now, both shoes feel great on foot. They both incorporate that heel unit that's going to be inside of these, a zoom unit that's inside of the insole. So you see that here, and then we also have, let me pull this out as well. We're going to have one here as well in the SB Dunk. Now, there is a little bit of a difference in the in the insoles, is that the Jordan insole doesn't have that cutout here with the extra cushioning that you see in the actual Dunk. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I didn't realize that till just now. It looks like this one, the insole's a little bit more supportive of impact. So this one, again, is going to give you a little bit more impact protection. So anytime you're, jumping on a skateboard, landing, you have a little bit more protection in your forefoot here than you would on a Jordan 1. Now, looking at both insoles, it looks like they're about the same thickness. So you guys can see the thickness on the SB insole here, and then the thickness on the Jordan 1 insole. I don't see there being much of a difference here. Looks like a bit of a different material, a different foam they're used maybe, but they're pretty, I don't know. The Jordan 1 insole may be a little softer, maybe a little bit, but not by much. And again, that SB insole does have the extra impact protection in the forefoot, so it kind of makes up for it not being as soft as the Jordan 1. Now next, crazy enough, is that the Dunk actually feels a whole lot heavier than the Jordan 1. So that's one thing I noticed. Even though the Jordan 1 is an actual, is a higher cut than the Dunk, something about it makes it heavier, and I'm thinking it's going to be the materials. Now, the Dunk is going to feature, this one's going to be covered with suede on like the mud guards and eyelets and trim, and then the leather is going to be, you can probably notice we hear it, the leather is significantly thicker and tougher than we get on this Jordan 1. So I'm going to assume that's going to be the reason for the weight difference, because for Jordan 1 you have, I guess, an almost premium leather. It's a tumbled leather, and it's very, very soft. I mean, you can look at the creasing on these and you can see the difference in how this looks when you touch it, and then you touch the toe box of the SB Dunk. Again, just not that either one's better than the other when it comes to types of materials, just you can see the difference that the Dunk seems to be made more for the, I guess, the wear and tear of skating, as opposed to the Jordan 1, which of course it was a collaboration with Nike SB, but the materials are still seem to be geared towards someone who's going to be wearing them more casually than actually putting them on the board. Now, with that being said, both of them feel great on feet. I don't have a problem with either sneaker. There's no pain points when putting them on. If you just want to look at the aesthetics, of course the Jordan 1 is just classic and it's going to be more wearable than Dunk Mid. Now again, the Dunk is also a classic model, but typically you see it more in the low or you'll see it in the high. The Mid was something more, if I'm not mistaken, just something for, the SB line. Now, staying on the material topic, going to get down to the wear and tear of the sneakers. So I skated these both pretty evenly. I want to say I did both for about 2 hours a day, each for 2 days at a time. That way I got a good even amount of skating in both sneakers. Now, as you see in the clip I'm going to put here, that whenever I am working very hard to do an ollie, that the movement is that not only do you slam down on your foot on the back of the board, but you're gonna kick out with your front foot to level out the board. So there's gonna be a lot of wear and tear because you're gonna be bending your foot and sliding it across the grip tape, which is gonna, no matter what, you're gonna destroy your shoe that way. Now, if you see right here, on my left foot is the foot that I kick out with, and this is same time frame that I use the Jordan 1s, and there's not much wear and tear here. It actually looks really good. I mean, there's a couple little frays. You can see there on the shoestring, there's some frays here from the grip tape grabbing the strings. And then also on the Nike SB tag here, looks like the grip tape may have caught because some kind of slides sometimes on these. But other than that, I mean, there's not much wear and tear in these. You couldn't tell if I was just walking down the street that I skated in these, because this suede that they have on here is so thick cut that it is meant to take that beating from the grip tape and last a bit longer than what you're gonna see next. Now, same shoe, left foot, that I kick out with on the Jordan 1 SB. There's clearly a significant difference. Cool thing about this shoe is that everyone knows that it's supposed to go ahead and change colors as the wear and tear progresses on it. And I did a little bit of it way beforehand when I bought the shoe. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen these before. I just never skated in them until this past week. So you'll see a lot more pink on here now because of the skating. So you'll see there's wear here just in that same collar area. So you see there's more wear here than is on the Dunk, because again, it's hitting that suede and you cannot even barely tell anything's going on. Little discoloration, but not much else. And then just like we had on the outside of the shoe where your pinky toe is, where it had barely any markings here, we have extreme wear, even a broken seam, a little torn leather right on that same spot that this SB Dunk, it passed that test with flying colors. Now this is gonna happen regardless, so at some point this shoe will probably wear a hole in it, but it's crazy that it took the same amount of time skating both shoes and this one just literally found itself already tearing. Now clearly that is because of the material difference. This material is way more plush, way more soft, and this one's meant to be a little bit more rugged. It's going out and knows it's gonna skate, knows it's gonna get torn up by grip tape, and it's gonna stand its ground as long as possible. That's why the big difference. I would say if I had a choice, just taking aesthetics out of it, taking what shoe I like better out of it, if I had a choice to skate a shoe, I would go with the Dunk, because again, it's a little heavier than I like with the Jordan 1. The Jordan 1's a little lighter because of the lighter materials used, but I would rather have something for my money that is going to last, because price point on Dunks are typically about $100. No more, no less, depending on if it's a special edition or not, but typical GR Dunk is gonna be $100. And you know what? Let me see how much I actually bought these for. So these are actually from 2012. You guys saw this in my last video going through my SB collection. And I bought this pair for $86.99. So at 86 bucks and being 8 years old, these shoes held up better than the shoe that I bought last year. Now the price on this SB Dunk collaboration was a little more because of that. So let me see our price point here. Jordan 1 Defiant, let's see. I want to say it was $160, but I don't want to lie to you guys. Oh, here's the box. Yeah, $175 actually for this pair, and again, skated for 2 days at about, a few hours. I'd probably say I skated probably 2 hours a day for those 2 days on these, so 2 to 3 hours. So about 4 to 6 hours of skating, I already have a hole in it. Again, I love this shoe, I love the Jordan 1. I was ecstatic when I picked these up when they sat on shelves. Again, if it was gonna be an SB model and they expected people to skate in them and go ahead and wear these out naturally, I think they should have foregone the premium leather, or at least that really tumbled leather, and went ahead with a thicker, more rugged material. Again, if I had to pick one, price point and durability, I'm gonna go with the Dunk. But just style-wise, of course, I'm just walking the streets, just casually wearing Jordan 1. You can't beat that. It's one of my favorite models ever. Now, what do you guys think? Let me know if you've skated in either one of these, or if there's even a better shoe out there that I should look at for another review, because I think I'm gonna probably stick with this skateboard for a while and see what happens, see if I'm able to actually learn something and progress in it, and I want to try different shoes out along the way and take you guys along that journey of me learning, and also give you guys something back in some wear tests. So let me know. Drop a link, or sorry, not a link, but drop a comment down below. Let me know what shoe I should check out, or if you guys have worn either of these. And of course, go ahead and find me on Instagram and Twitter at MattWatcher789. Leave me some suggestions there. I'd love to know what you guys think. Again, more shoes to wear test on the board. And of course, don't forget, while we're sitting around in the house, go ahead and listen to the Sneaker History Podcast, dropping every Tuesday and Friday. And if you need something to read, sneakerhistory.com. We got you covered there as well. So until next time, guys, see ya.